Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before we start, can I just say a huge thank you so much for purchasing my card kit. I hope you're gonna have as much fun as I did putting this together. Honestly, I'm super excited about it, and I just honestly thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting me and purchasing, and I hope this video does not disappoint. So let's get into it. How exciting is this? So you will have seen on my YouTube channel for the whole world to see the unboxing. So don't have the next kit, my other kit in a box. It is all just out of the box, but you guys will know how it's come. You'll know that you'll have ribbon around it, and it hopefully it's arrived nicely packaged. So let's have a look. So we do have our two extras here. So we've got our words, and we also have our fussy cut pack. Now I am super organized because look, I have cut everything ready, even cut all of the words ready, and I'm just put them off to the side. So we do have these two. So we also have our pack of paper. So this is our essentials pack, or as I'm going to call it, the essentials pack. You'll have got your your postcard. Now it does say 9 sheets of 6x6, but I think it is actually 8 sheets, so I think that is a typing error. So if you've only got 8 sheets, that's because I wrote that wrong. Next up, we have our card bases. So in here is 5 card bases. That's what we're going to be making today. I will come on and we'll do another project with what is left, so we're going to do like an extra something. So we have our 5 card bases. You'll have a little postcard. This one's cut off, but yeah, it was just a little thank you thing that I last minute thought of, so maybe we can use those as well. Now if you've seen the Vintage Treasures collection, which if you're here you will have done, then you know that on my clock you've got the flowers just in there. That's those flowers. So honestly, super chuffed with that. You then have your 2 bags. So we do have our pink and we have our blue. So in the pink bag, and you can keep these and you can use them in journals and all sorts. So in there we have our papers. So you've got your 6x6, which should be 8 sheets, and they are all double-sided. So hopefully you've got them and you've had a look at them. And then you've also got 5 sheets of A6. Now these are slightly different depending on, I think they're slightly different, yeah, so you'll get 1 or 2 that is a bit different. So I know in the first one we didn't have this, we had a different type. So yeah, we have those. Okay, we also have our stamp set. So this is the stamp set that I used in the video. I thought it's pointless getting the other one out. So this is our stamp set, and it is of 4 clocks. We also have our lace, and we have our flowers. Now these flowers don't have any of the tan coloured ones in, but that is fine. Like I said, they are all handmade flowers by myself, so you're going to have different styles and different things, so it's all going to be really fun and hopefully unique to yourselves. In the brown paper bag, we do have our ephemera. I thought there was something else in there. So your ephemera is random, so some bits will be the same, some bits will be different. So you'll have at least, I'm assuming we have 2 postcards in each. It's been such a long time since I put these together. And then we've got different pieces of ephemera. So for instance, for this set, I've got 2 ladies, I've got a corset, we've got shoes, we've got a hat, we've got gloves, another hat, we've got a hat box, we've got scissors, ribbon and a brush. So that's the ephemera that comes in. Then we go on to our blue bag. So let's empty out the blue bag. Come on, there we go. And again, you can use these in junk journals, or yeah, you can decorate them up and do stuff with them. So we're getting a roll of washi tape, and again, I've just put the brand new roll and let me just grab it, this one, which came in this particular kit, just off to the side because we've already opened this one. So this is our washi tape. I just absolutely love that, so we're definitely going to have a play with that. We also have some wooden elements, so we've got this, I'm going to call it a flower, but yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So we've got this black piece here. We've also got these frames as well, so we have those frames. Next up we have these foam flowers. All of the sprigs have been curled for you. You don't have to have the curls on, you can take that off. Just pinch the flower, grab hold of the green bit and just pull, and it will come off, and it shouldn't damage your flower. We then have some glass pebbles, just because I thought they'd be really, really nice. And we also have a little pot of gold leaf, so there is quite a bit. I've got to be careful not to breathe. So we do have a fair bit in there, as you can see, so we can do a little bit of gilding with that, a little bit of foiling. I think it'll just look really, really nice. So we do have that, and then last in the blue bag we have our little sequin mix. And then the very last things, which is just a little thank you from me from purchasing, you're going to receive, again, I've just got the one that I used in my video on my channel, and this is what I would call peel off, and we've got it in a silver, and we also have some drusies. These are cabochons, absolutely stunning. And then last but not least, a couple of keys. These are made of plastic or acrylic, and really lightweight, so they're not going to add loads of heaviness to your card if you use them. Now these will, but we can counteract the cards quite easily, so all is good. Okay, so let's begin. How exciting is this? So I'm going to do my usual style of video. We're just going to, so I'm going to have everything in front of me, put all the packaging off to the side, and we are just going to have a play, and we're going to make our cards together. So this is my my second time playing with the kit, so I hope that you're going to enjoy what we make. First of all, let's open up the flowers, because we do need the flowers out. Now, if you've just got white flowers, and the good thing about having just white is you can colour these with your inks to any colour that you want. So by all means, yeah, do as you will with them. I think I'm going to use a bit of my packaging. Okay, so let's move all of this. First of all, I'm going to grab the cards out. Now we have 5 different card bases, so let's take that out. Okay, we've got 2 6x6s, we've got 2 3x4s, and we've got 1 3x3. So those are the card bases that we've got. Now I want to start off with a 6x6, so that's what we're going to start off with. So I'm going to just move them over there. Okay, so this is my card base, so this is what we will start out with. Now I'm going to use our essentials pack, and we're going to go with the silvers. Let me just get everything out. Okay, now some do have a little butterfly in and some don't. Yeah, I just had them spare when I was packing them up. I'm hoping they all do, but I can't guarantee it. Okay, so I want to use this stuff. This stuff is amazing. Absolutely fab. I mean, you can see me there. But if I was to just scrumple it up like this, which you're probably thinking, what are you doing? Watch. It actually looks like tin foil. Look at that texture that we've just created. How gorgeous is that? And then we can straighten it out again, and that just looks absolutely stunning. So that is what we're going to use today. So I'm going to look for a base. Actually, I'm going to go with this one because it's quite neutral. And we're going to, trying to think, do I want a border on it? Do we want a border? because I want that here, because I think, yeah, no, so I'm not going to have a border. So let me grab my glue. So let me see what I've done with it. There it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue all over the base of my card, and then we're going to stick it down. Okay, so just like so, and we're just going to put that over the top. Now the good thing about these is they're slightly smaller than 6x6, which means that we're always going to get perfect fit, because we can then just cut around it, and that definitely makes sure that it is a perfect fit. So we're just going to do that. So like I was saying, what we're going to do with this video is I'm actually going to create these 5 cards for you, and then I'm going to come back in and we're going to do, yeah, we are going to do another video using the bits that are left. So I will be back in 1 second. I'm back, sorry about that. It was the doggies. Of course they'd have to be in, wouldn't they? Okay, so I'm just going to stick this piece onto here. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to use some double-sided tape instead of my glue for this. Just because we have crumpled it up, and I'm thinking it would be a lot better than yeah, trying to stick it down, because this will adhere straight away rather than the glue, which gives us some, yeah, some like, what is it, allows you to move it. I can't think of the words actually, that, but you know what I mean. Right, let me just get rid of those bits. Okay, so so we're going to have it as a side opening card, and I'm just going to line it up to this edge here, and then we're just going to really push that down so that it is nice and put on. I love that texture. It's absolutely gorgeous. If, like I said, it's like a tin foil paper. Yeah, it's just like paper with tin foil over the top, and it just feels, and yeah, it just seems to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so there's that. Now let me come in, and I'm thinking let's come in with this gorgeous colour paper. So this is one of the A6 ones. So if you've got this one, I want to say put all of them in. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that? So again, because we're sticking onto there, I am going to bring in my double-sided tape for this. I'm just going to bring it across the middle. Okay, just like that, and then we're going to cut that down. Okay, and then like so, and if any's off the edge, then I just push it over so it can't be seen. And then again, I'm just going to line up on there and stick that down, and then let's trim that down. So that is the base of our card done. Now we've got lots of elements within this kit in which to use, so I'm going to bring in some of these elements, and the one thing I want to bring in is this. I love this. I think it's just fab. I'm going to bring in one of our little cherubs, and I think let's bring in one of the owls. I think Lady's got something. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my my craft knife. So this is just one of those ones that like swirl, and I'm going to cut a hole in it along that edge, because I want our little cherub to sort of sit within it. Okay, so that should open, and it does. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit him as if he's taking a bath. how cool is that? So I do need to take off some of that edge, so that's fine. Okay, so we're doing that. And then he's just gonna, oh my god, he looks so cute. So he's just gonna sit there, like so. And I'm gonna have little baby owl just sat at the bottom, like that. I really want to add some of this washi tape actually, which I don't know if it goes, but I really like it. I think that I don't know, I think it's just going to ground it, give it just a little bit. Okay, so just open this up. Okay, if we can, there is. Right, and I just want it to go across there, so I'm just slightly toning down that purple just with this, yeah, like so. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that off. Oh, take that off. Okay, so there's that. So let's bring in this. So he's just sat as if he's having a bath. So I like that. I'm going to take that white edge off. So when I fussy cut everything out, I always leave a white edge on, and I think I say this in most of my videos, and you know, I will continue to say it, because the reason why I keep that white edge on is because I do actually like looking. Lady's looking for trouble. She is. She's looking for big trouble. Would you like to see her? I know you're here for card making, but let's have a look at her. I don't know if we can see her. There she is. Can you see her? There she is. And she's got her little Christmas bandana on as well. So yeah, oh, that's what I've got facing me. So let's see if we can finish this card off. Oh, sorry. Before she starts. But yeah, I do actually love how things look with the white edges, but then I also love how things look without the white edges, and that's where you know, I like to keep the white edges on when I do my fussy cutting, because then I've got that choice. I either come back in like I'm doing now and properly fussy cut it, which I'm going to do off camera because obviously these two are starting. So I'll fussy cut this, I'm going to fussy cut the owl, take off all that white, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully they are going to stop being their usual little selves. Right, okay, so this is what I've got, and I'm absolutely loving it. I think that is super cute. So I'm just going to grab my glue, and we're just going to glue that onto there because we don't want that to budge at all. Okay, so that's just going to sit there. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want it raised up or do we want it flat? I think I'm going to have this one flat. However, I do have this, which is off one of the pages in the book, and I really liked it just coming off there. But what I'm going to do, use my scissors, we're going to distress that edge. I just think it's just going to add that little something else to it. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Right, so let's glue this down. So that's just going to go in there. So this is probably going to be a card that you know, you guys are thinking, oh, that's not my style, it's totally different, and it isn't, but I think it's nice to sort of go out of your comfort zone. I mean, this is a perfect card, I would say, for a male. So this one's been more male inspired. Obviously I have to add the owl because, yeah, you just have to add the owl. It's simple as that. But I absolutely love it. I love how clean cut the card is, but then you've got these absolutely funky little elements on the top. So we have this bit. Now I do have some dimension left, as in my lid off my box. So let's use that in which to raise our little owl up, because he needs to be raised up. Because he's so cute. So I'm not using any inks or anything, because I want you to see that you don't need to bring in anything like that if you don't want to. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you add inks in, it would look much better, and it would probably look really sweet. But it looks really nice without as well. Now I can't decide between there, or there. Oh, I think maybe there. I think that might be perfect. So let's glue that down. So I'm not going to raise this up either. Okay, so we're going to stick that on like so. Okay, and then I have these little buttons that came off the same page as that we're just going to put on as if we have some little embellishments. So a little bit of glue, stick them down. But I love the fact he's taking a bath. So cool. Right, okay. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Right, where's the... There it is. So I'm going to get our tape, the peel off tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a peel off along the bottom. Okay. And then trim that off. And I want to have a peel off along the top. And it's just to bring in that silver and to tie it all together. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off these side bits. And I was going to say one thing that I really like about the tape is there's very little waste. However, because I like to keep the end loose, you do have to take some off, but there's so much on the roll, it's going to last you a long time. So there we have it. That is our first card done. Oh, it looks so good. Only thing is, do we want to add just a flower? Oh, do you know, I really want to just add a flower just for the sake of adding a flower, but oh, I mean, it just looks so cute. It really does. Right, let's give this flower some dimension. Let's see how it actually looks. But it's me, guys. I love flowers. You know that I do. And yeah, it just has to be done, doesn't it? But I think that just looks really nice. Just sat there. Yes. Yes, let's do it. Let's just do it. So again, I'm not bringing any ink in, but we could definitely bring some ink into that. But actually that brightness really does work for the card. I love that. I love this texture. That texture is amazing. So there's card number 1, guys. So this is the card that I made on my channel. So if you haven't seen that video, there is a video on my channel showing you how to make this one. But look at how different they are. And they're just fab. Okay, so that's card number 1. So card number 2, where did I do? There they are. So I'm going to bring in another 6x6. So let's do another 6x6 card base. I'm going to grab my papers. Now there's some gorgeous papers in this. Oh, let's have the writing off brights. Oh, I think I want the brights. Oh, we do have some writing, however, here. So what I'm thinking is, because that's the right size, rip it in half. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this is I want to take a bit off there and a bit off there. And I'm not going to get rid of these because we can use those a little bit later. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to glue these down. I just love how bright they are. And this is again going to be a side folding card. So these pieces fit perfectly on to this card base. Okay, so there's that. And then I want this to come in. It's just going to sit on there like that. Actually, before I stick this down, just thought, how gorgeous would it be if we brought the lace in? So let's get the lace out. Okay, so we have our lace, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it 2 pieces off like so, just so I know where they are. and I'm going to cut this in half. So I want these little bits because we can use this top bit on something else and we don't need the full amount of it. So we just need, so I'm going to put some glue on these sides. I'm just going to rest that up against the edge just so that I know whereabouts I need to have this. So yeah, it needs to go there. So that's just going to sit on there. And then I'm going to get this bit and we're going to do the same again. So we are saving that lace for another project. And then that's going to sit and just along there. And then I'm just going to put some glue. Now my Nuvo glue will hold this, so I know that I'm okay. Right, so let's put some more glue back on here because that'll be just about dry. Okay, and then we're going to just pop that on, and there you can just see hints of the lace, which, I mean, how beautiful is that? So let's take this off. Okay, let's get rid of those bits. So there you have it. I mean, just tiny little hints of the lace, and that's why I took these bits off, because we can actually use these again. I mean, we could put them there and then put a strip there. Actually, I really like that idea. Let's use this bit. So let's take that off, because I'm thinking, how nice would that be? That's gorgeous. Right, it's gonna happen. It just has to happen because it's too nice not to. So I'm just going to put some glue. So by doing that way, by cutting down your lace, you're actually managing to make it go further. So just like that. And then we're just going to put plenty of glue on here. Okay. And that's just going to sit on there like that. And yeah, we're just going to hold that just for a few moments until it catches, so that we can carry on. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love that. Okay, so I'm just going to go along this edge and trim off this edge, because we have got a lot of overhang. And I don't think there's any, no, there's nothing on that edge. Okay, so that is the base of our card all done. I love cards with lots of layers. I just think it looks so pretty. I'm just having a sip of my tea, well, my coffee. Okay, next up we do have these postcards. I was thinking of using them, but actually I don't think I want to now. Now, I'm loving the ephemera. So depending on what ephemera you have in your kit will depend on what you do here. So I have these two ladies and I'm loving how that looks. I love the fact that we have that lace there. Now I did have a hat box, because I think a hat box would look really cool. Just, I don't know whether to have it, oh no, let's have it in front of her. I'm loving that. And actually, I don't think we need much more apart from a flower, because we have to have a flower. So have a look to see what ephemera bits you got in your bag, and just see what sort of goes together. So if you've got ladies, you can do very similar to this, or you know, you can build the clothes up. So let me just turn this so that it's got dimension. I'm just curling those petals, just using my nail, because I do like it when they have dimension. But I've packed all the flowers flat. I put them together flat and I pack them flat for the simple reason is they would fit in the box and they're less likely to get damaged. So and plus, if you don't want a dimensional flower, you don't have to have one. So I'm liking that. And then we can have oh, please don't change it, perfect the way you are. Let's cut that just there, because because I think that is our sentiment, just like that. Wow, that's so nice. Oh, I really like it. Right, okay. Now I don't want to mess this up, so we're gonna stick from the top and work our way down. So I know that so this is what I do on when I build my scenes. I stick from the top, so I know that that wants to go there. Okay, move the sentiment, and then on here I know that I want this bit here needs to stick onto this lady, so make sure we've got her the right, because we are going to cut some off her, so like that. And then I now know that I want this to be raised, so I'm going to bring in some dimension. Okay, and oh, look at that. That's perfect. Wow. Okay, that needs to be cut down, which is fine. All right, so I'm just going to stick my dimension on because I would like this to be raised up. Now I am going to just take those corners off, just so I can move it up just a little bit more, because we are going to be cutting the bottom of our ladies off. So I do want this to all be raised up, so let's use all the little bits that we can. Okay, I just want to take that bit off. There we go. Right, so then that needs to go there, so let's glue this down. So I'm going to put plenty of glue on, like so, and then we're just going to lay those ladies down there like that, and then I'm going to turn them over and we're just going to chop off the legs. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then we are going to bring in our sentiments. So this one I'm going to have flat, and it's just going to go there like that. And then this one I'm going to bring in the dimension, because this one I'm going to have it just over our ladies. So I think that should be enough. Let's stick that on there. Yep. And then bit of glue, and that's just going to come just over the top like so. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then the last thing, well, the last few things, I'm going to just bring out some of these what do you call them, sequins, because I'd like to put a couple of sequins on, and I also want to pop the flower on. So the flower, yeah, the flower we're just going to put there. But you guys know me, you know that I love flowers, and if we can get a flower onto a card, we're going to do it. So I'm going to have, so that's going to be where all of the sequins are going to go, and I'm going to go with, so we've got this gorgeous blue, so I'm going to actually go with this teal blue that I have in the sequin mix, and put that on. Okay, and just like that. So we have 3 sequins in the teal blue. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that. That was the door. My daughter got a parcel delivered. So there we have it. There's card number 2. How, oh my goodness, how gorgeous is it? But look at this. How different are these 2 cards? They are so different. But yet they are both a fab. Right, okay, let's bring in the little note cards. So we have, and you do have the matching envelopes. So we've got 2 that are 3x4, and we've got 1 that is a 3x3. So we're going to do the 2x4 ones first. And I'd like to use some of the wooden elements because we haven't used them yet. So let's just use this one. And you know, I'm going to go with, what am I going to go with? Oh, it's so hard. Everything is just so pretty. Oh, actually, I'm going to just rip this because let's use some packaging. Yes, we're going to use some packaging. Right, so we have that colour. Let's have a look, see what we've got that will go lovely with it. And I'm thinking this one would go really nice, but is it too busy? Or that one? I think that one maybe. Yeah, let's do that one. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop some glue on here like so. So just because this is a little note card does not mean that we can't use wooden elements on it. We can't use any, well, we can't use anything on it really, like heavy on it. You can, and there's just, you've just got to balance it, that's all. Whether add an extra bit of card to your piece, whether you add a really thin offcut of magnetic shim. I've done that quite a few times on my channel of of doing it. But if you were to do it with lots on and you did it that way, then you would be fine. I don't think it would fall over at all. So let's actually, do you know what? I might do that way. So this is our little bit of packaging. So let's use that. Okay. Now, if you've got cards in your stash, you're going to be able to make a lot more than the 5 cards here. So that's one good thing. But I mean, this is sort of designed for a bit of everything, which is fab. I like that brooch. But I want to bring in this wooden piece. And I also want to bring in... might bring in some of the candles actually. I love the candles. Oh, look at that. They're my favourite bit of ephemera. I have no idea why, but I just love the candles. Right. How about that? Oh, that is gorgeous. Right. Do you know what? I'm loving that. So let's stick with it. So I'm going to stick this down first. Okay, so just like that, and then just using my glue because it's wood. Your craft glue should stick this fine. If you are worried, your glue gun will stick it fine as well. So it really is. If it was a metal embellishment, then I would definitely tell you get some gel medium, but it's not. It is just craft glue, so it is just wooden, sorry, so it should be completely fine. Right, now I want these. I'm not going to add any ink to these or anything, but I do want to add them on. So I'm just going to have that one there, and then I'm going to have, just pop glue them on each side like so. Loving it. I love those colours. And then on this side, right, so just like that. So that is what we have got. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Oh dear. And do you know what, just something as simple as that sentiment. Oh, I love it. Right, do you know what, let's put that on, because that's exactly, oh wow, that is gorgeous. How gorgeous does that come out? Wow, I really don't think we need anything else at all. No, I don't. Do you know what, guys? I'm too scared to add any. I don't even want to add a flower. I'm too scared to add anything else, just in case I mess that up, because that just looks so beautiful. So we're going to leave it as that. That's it. We're literally going to leave that card as it is, because that is just too nice. But I mean, you could make this on a bigger scale. So yeah. Oh, I love that so much. How gorgeous is that? Right. Okay. So there's that one. Right. That went a bit quicker than what I expected. So I'm going to go with this paper just because we've already cut into it. I don't really want to cut into anything else. So let's go all the way around. So we're popping it on. Now we'll do this one a vertical card. So yeah, okay, so I'm just going to cut that out, and then we're just going to go all the way around it to make sure that it is a perfect fit. Okay, so that's what we've started off with. So let me get rid of these little bits and pieces, and then let's see what we have left. So I'm going to put these candles back in my little pot. Okay, so we do have little bits of paper left over, which always come in handy. Yep, straight away. So we're going to use these scrappy bits. So this is for if, I suppose this is for if you don't want to break into any more paper. It's a really good way of using up those little scraps. Okay, so there's that bit. Okay, and then we've got this bit, and yeah, I think that just looks lovely. I love how bright they are. So I'm going to stick that there. Okay, so like so. And we're going to cut that as well. Right, now down that bit here, do I want to put the washi tape or do I want to put some peel off? That is the question. Oh, washi tape, I think. Let's do the washi tape. Okay, now I am just going to fold it into there. It does not bother me how it looks inside. However, if it bothers you, what we can do is go into our pack of papers. And what I'm going to do is, so I want the 6x6. I am going to grab this and I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, like so. I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches, and that will create an insert for our card, which means when we're finished we can glue that inside. We'll obviously cut down that edge, but that will hide it inside and it gives us a nice little writing area. So there's always ways around things. Now I note I haven't used the clocks, so I think we should. So I'm just going to grab this one and I'm going to grab myself a stamping block, and I'm going to just bring in my VersaFine Clear ink, only because it's my juiciest. So ink that up really nicely. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp it onto the cream pearlized paper that you've got in your essentials pack. Okay, so not the best of stamping, so let's do that again. I need to use my stamping platform, I think. Okay, so, and then there we go, much better. Right, so we just need that to dry so that we can cut it out. Okay, now let's move the ink pad because we don't need that anymore. Right, so I'm going to leave a bit of an edge around here. Now I'm being careful not to smudge this because I have just done it, and the VersaFine Clear does take a while to dry, but this is a waterproof ink. So whereas your Memento is for your alcohol ink markers. Okay, going all the way around. Like so. Love. Let's bring the card back. Oh, that looks gorgeous. So I need 12, so 12 o'clock is there. Oh, how amazing does that look? That looks really cool. But what I'm thinking is, in the centre of it, we could have a flower. I don't know why I'm whispering, but we could have a flower. Right, let's pop that back on to there. I really, really like that. Okay, let's move that, and I'm going to get one of the ephemera pieces out of the Fussy Cut pack, which is just this little bird. So we're going to put that there, and we're also going to get a oh, what about, we've got For You could be good. So, and then that could just sit like that. So a little mini one. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, so let's give the flowers some dimension. Like I say, I think most of the kits have got the craft coloured card in. I did keep 2 kits out for myself, so you know you're gonna have the different shades there. But you, I think if I had the craft coloured ones, I'd put a craft coloured flower on. But I think the white works just as well. So just use, guys, what you've got in your kit. Like I said, all these flowers have been handmade by myself. I have created them all, so you're going to have different styles of flowers as well. So you've got your own little unique set. Okay, so stick that on. Number 12, make sure that's right up at the top. I'm going to push that down, and then yeah, push our flower down, which we don't want because we want that to be, there we go. And then we have our little birdie, and the little birdie I want to add on some dimension, so let's do that. Okay, and then I'm going to stick that on there. Oh, if I can, that is. Okay, so that's on, and then come on, and put some glue on here. I'm just going to stick that on there like that. And then the very last thing that I want to do is I'm going to add this For You, put it on some dimension, and then we're going to stick that just on there like so. Okay, oh, come on, there we go. Oh, I love it, I love it. So let's get inside glued. So I'm just going to put some glue on this bit, and then I'm going to push that into the center, and we are going to push that so that it is nicely glued. I'm just going to trim down the edge, and there we have inside our little insert. How cute is that? Right, I am going to go and tidy all of my desk up, ready for us to make the final card. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back to do our last card. So while I was off camera, I've just had a little play with these. So at the beginning, if you remember, I said that I thought it looked nice if we put some of the gilding flake on the back of it, or gold leaf as it is, and they look amazing. They look really, really nice. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I did that. Now, I haven't got any special glues or anything. This is you can get glues that stay tacky like Tombow, which would definitely be better at this, but I have no issues with doing it this way, just as long as your glue dries clear. So I'm just tapping my glue on the back like so. Now you can leave that just a little bit until it's a bit more tacky, but I personally don't mind it. But then I'm just going to look for a big bit of this just to pop on, and I'm just going to stick that on all the way around. Okay, so let's get this. Now you've got to be careful with this stuff because even if you breathe it goes everywhere, but it's gorgeous. But like I said, this is just my way of doing it. You can get special glues and stuff like that, but personally I don't think you need them. So I'm just going to stick a bit there, and then we're just going to leave that to dry. Now I like there to be like little gaps in, so I'm just sort of pushing and yeah, going with it to try and get a few little gaps in. So it looks quite distressed, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So I've just done that. Now I'm just going to leave that off to the side and yeah, wait for that to dry. So because we haven't used those gilding flakes yet, I'm going to grab some paper. I'm wondering whether to decorate one of the postcards up as well, so I think that would be quite nice. So I'm going to grab this paper. Let's use this one. So I'm just going to go on and I'm going to glue this down onto my card base. Okay, like so. Make sure that it is nice and level, which it is, and then I'm going to come in with my scissors and we're just going to trim around the edge like that. Okay, so going all the way around. Now as I was tidying up, one of my ephemera pieces caught my eye. So one of the pieces that I have, which is a hat, so let me see if I can find the hat again. Where did you go? There is a hat there, but it's not that hat, it was a different one. Oh, there it is. Okay, I really liked that hat. I just loved how it sat on that card beautifully. But what I want to do is I want to add some gilding flakes to it. So we are just going to put some glue on like that, and I'm just going to go down here. So we're just adding some foil to it. Okay, so just like that. Hopefully this will look nice, and then just some in there. I think that's a little bit too much in there, but that would be fine. Okay, and then now a small amount goes a long way with these. So yeah, I'm just going to stick it on. Okay. All the way along. So if you can hear anything, that's my cooker. I'm just cooking tea. Oh, I love. Okay, so just going all the way around. Like I say, a small amount does go a long way, and we don't waste any here either. So you might think, oh, but that's just a waste, but we just brush it off and then we put it back in our little tub. Okay, so just like that, and then I'm going to grab a soft brush. So I just have this makeup brush, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to rub that over the top of it just to get those extra bits off, like so. So I'm just going around. I mean, you can wait till this is dry, which really I highly recommend, but I'm quite impatient, so I'm just going over all of this just so that all of those loose bits have gone. So we do have a few areas still that have the loose bits, but I think, yeah, I think we're mostly there. Okay, so let's move all of these bits because they're going to go back into our little tub because we can use them again. And there's our gold foiling on to our hat. Now I want to put something underneath that just to help it stand out. So I'm going to grab this, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear a square around like so, because I want that torn edge. I really like that torn edge. So that bit's going to sit on them. Let's make sure that it is. So I'm just going to stick that on, okay, like so. And then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to raise it up, but I will be back in 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some dimension, and what I mean by dimension is the lid of our craft kit. Okay, so I'm just going to go around these corners like so, and I'm going to glue this down because this is going to be our dimension. Okay, so let's get this on. We don't want any part of it to go over the side, so, and then I need this long bit for here. Okay, just like that. All right, and then we're going to glue that down. Just love that hat. How much does that foil add to that? That just looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks divine. Now I just want, these are not to go on the cards. I just wanted to show you them. So that one is slowly drying, and what I'm going to do, so as you pull at it, that's when you end up with the gaps, which, like I said, personally I love the gaps there. All the gaps in them are absolutely gorgeous, but they just make it look really nice. And after I've done this, there will be another video up of me doing some mixed media piece with what is left. So right, I'm going to grab our tape, okay, because I just want to put a strip along that bottom edge like so. Okay, let's pop on another one. Okay, and there we go. On that, yeah, I like that. Right, okay, so, and you can see, I mean, I've got absolutely loads left of that reel of tape. So I'm just going to chop those ends so that they are all nice and flush. Okay, like so. Oh, I really like that. I think it looks absolutely fab. And then, I mean, don't forget guys, that we still have a lot of elements that we have fussy cut from our you know, our paper pad, but from here I'm not going to add much to it. I was thinking of adding another bird, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to add one of our sentiments. Let's have a look. Ooh, dream big. So that's what I'm going to add. I'm going to add the dream of big on. So let's, again, let's have this on dimension. Okay. So just sticking some cardboard on the back of that, and then some glue on there, and we're going to stick that when we can, as straight as we can. Oh, I like that. I think that looks really pretty. really pretty. And then last but not least, I want some of the gold sequins out. So I'm going to have to just, there's 1, 2, need one more. Okay. And 3. Oh, and then we'll just fling them everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to put these back away, and we're going to use the sequins as our embellishments. Come on. Right. Okay. So let's just add 1, 2 and 3. And I'm just going to use my hands to pop these on. That's 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So there we have it. That is our 5th card. How gorgeous is that? Okay, I'm going to get all of this tidied up and popped away. And I'll bring all of the cards back and we'll have a look to see what we've made. Okay, so here we are. These are the 5 cards that I have made using the kit. And I think every time I play with the kit, I think we'd end up coming up with something different. And then not to forget, we did also make this card as well. So this one was created on my page. And actually, there is enough paper. You could actually make that card as well if you wanted to using the kit. So you could make all 6 cards. I hope you've enjoyed this and I hope you're not disappointed with your kits. Love to see what you guys come up with and what you create. Please do join my Facebook group so I can see what you have created, or alternatively if you use hashtag Shiny Silver Treasures over on Instagram, I'll be able to see your mix there as well. Thank you so much again for purchasing my kit. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this video as well, because you guys are only the ones that will see it. So I hope it's given you some inspiration. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, happy crafting everyone. Bye.